Hello everyone, and let's check out another very exciting chess game by Paul Morphy. And in this chess game, Paul Morphy has the white pieces, and his opponent is a Frenchman, Bousserolles, not a famous player. And this game was played in Paris, in France, in 1859. And Paul Morphy, who has the white pieces, starts the game with playing e4. And if you noticed, this is not a handicap chess game by Paul Morphy. He haven't sacrificed any of his pieces before the chess game, so we can say that black is already in trouble. After e4 we have e5, a very common opening in the mid-19th century, knight to f3, knight to c6, and we have the Italian opening by Paul Morphy, h6, d4, e takes on d4, c3, knight from g to e7, not accepting the pawn sacrifice, and not allowing Morphy to develop his pieces very quickly. But after knight from g to e7, Morphy played queen to b3, attacking on f7, how to defend? Well, defending is not very easy. Queen to b3 was an annoying move for black, so black played d5, blocking the bishop, and Paul Morphy captured the pawn, e takes on d5, but then knight to b8 by black, a bad move. Let's take it back. Why not knight to a5, forking the queen and the bishop, but then queen to a4, that's check. c6, d takes on c6, knight takes pawn, and bishop to e2. Well, black is surviving, and white is slightly better in this variation. Well, obviously black didn't like queen to a4, so retreated his knight. Let's get back to the real game. So after d5, Paul Morphy captured the pawn, and knight to b8 by black. And it is white to move. What would you do in this position? Well, Paul Morphy played the most annoying move possible, and he played d6, pushing the pawn and attacking on f7 at the same time, attacking the knight. Well, black can't defend everything, so black captured the pawn, but then bishop takes on f7, that's check. And black can't castle. We have king to d8, losing the castling rights. C takes on d4, knight from b to c6, knight to c3, knight to a5, attacking the queen, queen to a4, attacking the knight, and also threatening checkmate, queen to e8. So black has to retreat the knight from a to c6, and Paul Morphy castled, bishop to d7, bishop to e3, queen to f6, and defending the bishop. Because of not castling, and because of not developing the bishop, and not connecting the rooks, black has a very clunky position, and we can say that black is behind in the development. After bishop to c4, we have king to c8, rook from f to e1, knight to d8, queen to b3, a6, knight to e5 by Paul Morphy, b5, attacking the bishop, bishop to d5, blocking, knight to e4 by Paul Morphy, attacking the queen. Well, in this position, black needs to be very careful. There are not many safe squares for the queen. Where is the queen going? We have queen to h4, defending the queen. Well, if something like queen to f5, then knight to d6, forking the king and the queen. And black needs to resign. As you can see, there are not many safe squares for the black queen. After knight to e4, we have defending the queen, probably the only safe square. Well, it appears that this is the only safe square for the queen. Morphy played g3, attacking the queen again. Queen to h5. Well, it looks like Paul Morphy is strangling his opponent. He is absolutely choking up his opponent. Well, as you can see, this is not a peaceful game for black. Knight to d6 by Paul Morphy. The perfect time, that's check. King to c7, attacking the knight. But then bishop to f3, attacking the queen. There is no time. Queen to h3 by black. The only safe square. And Morphy played an incredible move, a very deep move. Morphy played rook from a to c1 and sacrificing the knight. And black captured the knight. But then bishop to f4 by Paul Morphy, threatening all kinds of discover attacks. Bishop to e6, attacking the queen. But then knight to d3, that's check. King to d7, and Paul Morphy captured the bishop. Rook takes on e6 by Paul Morphy, sacrificing the exchange. And we have knight takes on e6. Obviously, if queen takes on e6, then knight to c5, forking the king and the queen, and black is losing the queen. Morphy played another killer move. What would you do in this position? Can you guess the killer move of Paul Morphy? Well, Morphy played bishop to g4, sacrificing the bishop and attacking the queen. There is no safe square for the black queen. Black has to capture the bishop. What else? Black captured the bishop, and then Morphy played knight to e5, forking the king and the queen. So obviously black is walking into the forking. King to e8, and Paul Morphy captured the queen, winning the queen and the game. Knight takes on d4, still not resigning. Queen to e3 by Paul Morphy, and black resigns. Another very accurately played chess game by Paul Morphy. As you can see, finally, Paul Morphy captured the queen. And actually, after resigning in this position, black was quite happy, because that was a mental torture for black. Paul Morphy crushed his opponent, while black resigned because white has the queen and black has nothing in this losing position. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care and bye bye.